All right, y'all, cause get in here so we can talk about this latest episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Before we get started, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, and get down in these comments because y'all already know we're going to have to talk about it. And let's go ahead and get into it. Now, we kicking it out where we left it out. See, this is why I hate when they do these damn breaks because it be too far in between. Thank goodness they started it off in the middle of an argument. So then it kind of made sense when it came back. Mel and Destiny, they still going at it. Destiny gets up and leave. Stormi go out and get her and tell her, don't leave. Just come back in here. What Stormi and that country twang, baby. Come back in here. Just let me know what's going on. That's all you gotta do, girl. Just come on back in here. And I agree with her. It's like, all of y'all got this problem where when the heat get too hot, y'all get up and storm out. Sit down and use your fucking words. Nothing is going to get resolved if everybody keeps storming the hell out. She gets Destiny to go back in, and basically Destiny just tells her that she don't like the fact that Mel was insinuating that she has been a liar. But see, then, Mel got this thing where if you do something to her, she gonna hold on to that. Because while you mad that Destiny got up, which Mel was saying that she got mad not just because she got up, but because she felt like it was aggression towards her. Y'all know Destiny have been known to be aggressive, but she said she felt like she was like coming at her and not leaving. Destiny's like, I wasn't getting up to come at you. I was getting up because I needed to get out of here because the conversation was getting too crazy. But listen, I don't like how you've been making me look like I'm some liar. Mel end up getting up and leave with Chanita, giant male wannabe ass. Y'all know, I do not like her. She is giving me so much of I want to be on this cast and I'm going to really do whatever I got to do. I'm going to say whatever I got to say, align myself with Mel. And you better be careful because your big yellow ass going to end up being on the backside of Mel in a minute. You know that's how them friendships go. But at the same time, she kind of playing it to where she's Mel's look. I can't say mini-me because, honey, she's definitely a giant. She's Mel's biggie-me. She want to stay up underneath her. She's saying and agreeing with everything Mel say, even if the stuff don't make no sense. I'm going to get on her in a minute. But her and Chanita, they get up and leave. Chanita is outside and she ends up, everybody gets up at this point and they getting ready to leave, go back to the house. Chanita outside keep calling Tisha a op. Tisha finally decided to speak up where you been giggling at it this whole time. Every time she call you a op. It's okay now, you ain't gonna keep on calling me no ops. I don't even know you like that, so why you keep calling me the ops? And it's like now Chanita getting the attitude. And girl, what are you doing? You don't even know this woman. And you keep on thinking it's cute and thinking it's cool to keep calling her a op. Off of the back of what Mel have been saying to you. And that say a whole lot about you too. I don't know what kind of, I forget what kind of doctor she is. Because every time they put her name up, it got doctor down there. But you ain't really acting like it. You just really acting like you gonna do or say anything for views. And to be on this show at this point. It's not giving me doctor. You sitting up talking about you got stuff to lose. Tisha don't got nothing to lose. She do got stuff to lose because she could have popped you in your mouth. But Tisha, this is also a lesson on you because you should have been said something. I'm glad that you acknowledged that later. Kimmy gets Chanita to understand. She like, look, you don't know this girl and you keep on calling her the ops and then you getting mad because she done finally got mad. Ain't gonna solve nothing. Come on, Kimmy, for the voice of reason. That's why Kimmy need to stay around because it's like, they don't be making no sense sometimes, and it just be so hectic at the moment. Kimmy kind of always can come through with the logic. I love that for her. In the midst of all this, though, Destiny pulls Sunni to the side, and they try again to have a conversation. Y'all know they just tried to have one round to the table. It didn't work. So Destiny's like, I just don't like the fact that you keep on trying to diminish the relationship and the friendship that me and you had just to justify what you did with Moses because it wasn't right. It was foul. And of course, Destiny, at some point, you're just going to have to see her for what she is and who she is. She's not going to ever... I feel like if she was going to admit that y'all were better friends than what she has led on, she would have been done did it by now. She's not going to do that because just like you said, she does not want to look like y'all were actually friendly or friends or whatever y'all keep calling it. Whether it's how Sunni say it or not, the fact of the matter is, Sunni, none of it makes you look good. And that's what you need to understand. It don't matter how much less of a friend you try to make it seem like you was to Destiny. The fact of it was y'all were friends. Y'all were either beginning to build a friendship. According to Destiny, y'all had kind of been friends. Y'all having intimate birthday dinners, and that's where you met the man, at her intimate birthday dinner. It just does not ever look right. And I think that if you would just stand in that and own that, then things would go a lot smoother between you and Destiny. But Destiny ended up walking away from that conversation too, because she feel like it ain't getting nowhere. And I honestly agree with her. It was not going to get nowhere. But this is where you need to understand who this woman really is. And you don't need to have no more conversations with at this point. Like, what y'all keep talking about? The girl is going to keep saying, making you look like you was running behind her trying to be her friend. And she was like, maybe, I'll let you know. As Mel said, I might be taking friendship applications right now. But then, oh no, I don't want to be her friend. I actually want to take her man. So it just really ain't nothing else to talk about. When they get back to the house, it's like they crossing each other on the stairway, and Destiny apologizes to Mel. She say, I'm sorry. And see, this is the stuff, Destiny, that I be having to call you on to, because you set up and you apologize to her, but then you get in the confessional and say, well, I wasn't apologizing to her for what I said, because I meant what I said, that she was trying to teach old girl how to respectfully cheat. Well, how do you think Mel gonna take that when she see that? How do you think? Why didn't you just apologize and leave it at that? You said you were sorry. Why didn't you just leave it at that? And I feel like Mel can kind of see through Destiny's stuff. And that's why she keep on being standoffish on trying to get another friendship with y'all. Because in the other room, Mel talking to Biggie Mel, Chanita ass, and she's like, what I don't like about Destiny is that she gonna sit out there and she just now apologize. But then some of the stuff that you was throwing out was absolutely crazy, trying to say that I was teaching this woman how to respectfully cheat. Now, see, the thing of it is, I kind of believe it's a middle line to that. Like Destiny said, it's gray area to that. Do I think Mel was trying to teach the lady how to respectfully cheat? No. Do I think Mel knew that Martell was cheating with this woman and she just wasn't ready to let go of her marriage? So she was doing some of anything and trying some of anything, trying to catch him, trying to do this, yes, that's what I think was going on. I don't think that Mel was sharing her man. I don't. I think that she was in a rock and a hard, she was in between a rock and a hard place. She knew Martell was cheating. She knew who it was with. Because Martell had the same mistress. So it was like, what do I do at this point? I don't want to leave him. She wasn't ready to get over or let go of a relationship of her marriage yet. So it's like, I got to try to either catch him up. I know this girl, she might have reached out to the girl, but I don't think she was doing it in hopes of, okay, so this is how you cheat. I don't like that. And I don't think that that's what was going on. For Destiny to throw that out, and then also for you to apologize for it, and then get on camera in the confessional and say that's not what you was apologizing for, that was crazy. Because at that moment, you should have just said, I apologize, I had to go there with you. You just said, I apologize, I'm sorry, and I love you. I love you. It just make you look crazy. Now, the next day, the ladies is getting ready to go ATV ride, and everybody got an attitude because Mel flaunting around with her little island boo. He alright, but I guess for Mel, she ain't been underneath nothing in a minute, at least that we know of. So I get it. She gonna do a little flirting. But Mel, this why all the other ladies mad at you. Because they keep saying they want their men's there. And then you doing these speeches. I don't think the men need to be here. The men don't need to be here because let me tell y'all something. As women, we've resolved all of our issues without them and blah, blah. No, honey, that ain't what we talking about. We talking about we want somebody to be smacking on our ass too. We want to be filling up on some muscles and stuff too. You don't get to be the only one. But it's like, I guess in Mel's mind, she like, well, this ain't my man. This just happened to be somebody cute that's flirting with me on the trip, and I'm having fun flirting with him bike. But you gotta understand, Mel, that like, girl, these women marry. You and your few little single girls, y'all get it. But the other girls don't, because they got men's at home. And it's like, at least at nighttime, after they get through arguing and doing battle with y'all, they can go back to the room, get them a little something. That's all. They get to the top of the mountain, and they overlook at St. Thomas. It looks beautiful. But Mel thanks Destiny for sharing the messages that she did at the table, because basically the messages vindicate Destiny, which we all knew was true. I mean, we know this because there wouldn't be a big issue if y'all had at least waited, Sunni, before y'all got together till it was maybe a year after. It might be different, but we all know that it was some overlap. It just is what it is. The messages show clearly that the time frame that Sunni is saying that she got with Moses, he was still messing with Destiny or trying to, or whatever the hell they had going on. So that did make the group understand where Destiny was coming from a little bit. Now, Destiny brings up that she's upset that Mel said that she messed with Martell. And the thing about that is, I don't think that Destiny has ever messed with Martell, and I don't agree with Mel putting that out there, but I feel like Mel put that out there and said something like that because of the situation where she's like, well, why is it we was on the phone and you had to get off the phone with me and talk to Martell? I do think that's kind of weird too. I get, Destiny, that you was, in a weird place because you're cool with Martell, you cool with Mel, you knew Martell first, but did you have to tell the girl it was Martell calling that you had to get off the phone? Like, I don't understand why you had to just say that. Why you couldn't just say, girl, I got somebody call, I got to take this call real quick and I'm going to call you back. I think that's probably where all of it started. And Mel, you did not have to go and run with that and go start saying that on national TV. I don't know what they done did together. I don't know. You didn't have to do that because I don't believe that down in your heart you believe that girl done messed with Martell. I don't believe that. You wouldn't have been her friend for as long as you were before y'all fell out. And this would have came up sooner if you really believe that she did that. But I just don't think that it was a good look for Destiny. Now, the thing about that damn Mel, she gonna hang on to some stuff. Y'all know I always say I do not like when you're asking for some apology from somebody because you feel away and then they go and, well, what about what you did to me 10 years ago? That, I hate that, because why didn't you say something 10 years ago? Tisha, okay? But Mel, one thing about it, she gonna hang on to some stuff. And Destiny says in the middle of the conversation, she like, one thing about it is I can acknowledge your pain. And she has apologized to Mel several times during this trip. She like, I can acknowledge your pain, but you can't never acknowledge mine. Mel, well, let's talk about acknowledging pain, because you remember when we was at the Madonna grand baby, I holler when she put all them reeds in the front of the grand opening, okay? You remember when we was in front of the grand opening and you leaned out the door and said to my mom, worry about pimping your daughter out. Why would you say that? And it's like, Mel, why didn't you bring this up before? Like, if that was a big issue, you ain't talk about it down to the reunion. You ain't talked about that nowhere. But now that Destiny is making a point and saying, I'm acknowledging your pain, I'm apologizing for your pain, you can't apologize or acknowledge mine. Now you bringing it up so that it takes away from you feeling like you owe her any type of apology. Mel gonna hang on to some stuff like that. That just is what it is with Mel. Destiny don't have a reason. And the thing of it is, you said it in the confessional, you broke it down and you said, well, I said that because in my eyes, her mama pacifies her. And instead of her telling her when she's wrong, she just goes along with whatever Mel does like it's always right. You should have said that to Mel. Why didn't you say that? You just kept saying, I don't know why I said it. But to be perfectly honest, now that I think about it, that could also be a reason. I mean, shit, I just said it because I was mad. We was in the middle of a heated-ass argument, and I just blurted something out. That alone is an explanation. That just lets her know, okay, I was just spewing out BS. Like when you spewed out that I messed with Martell, and I know good and well you don't believe that, and y'all could have left it alone. But now Mel got another thing that she gonna keep pulling up that you couldn't explain. And what happened? You asked, can we move forward from it? Mel, no, we can't. Because she got you. She gagged you right there. And you didn't know how to come back from it. And it's really sad, honestly. Now, on the flip side, we got Maurice and Monster. They practicing football. They talking colleges. This is a nice little wholesome moment. I love seeing them two together. And I love seeing Monster growing all up. We've been knowing him since he was like a little baby. Not even a baby. He was young, though, when they first started doing the show. So I love seeing this space that he's in where he is picking colleges. And, Maurice is letting him know you could be going to college for free if you could get these grades together, I get these sports together, I do some. But Maurice, I hate to tell you, from the looks of how he playing and running them football drills, it ain't going to be on no academic, on no sports scholarship or nothing like that. You're going to have to worry about getting them grades together. Then from what was going on last year, we know he was having trouble focusing in school. You might have to shell out a little money for the man to go to college. That just is what it is. But I love that little scene. It wasn't even too much to it, but it was a little break in the drama between the women. Now, when we go back to them, they sitting having dinner. Chanita, long face ass, apologizes to Tisha. And here's what I don't like about her. You gonna sit up and say, well, I apologize for calling you the ops, but I really thought we had a little something. We was, no, you didn't. You were being a smart, nasty ass, and you were calling her an op because that's how you feel. Because every time Mel or somebody kept asking you, Why you keep calling her the ops? The show open with it. Why do you keep calling her an op? You said because she keeps telling you exactly who she is and you need to believe her. You calling her an op because you feel like she's an op, not because you felt like y'all had no running joke. That's some BS. That's some BS. And that's what I mean. You do all this standing on business talk, but you ain't standing on no business. And Tisha, here go your piece. You acknowledge, well, I do like you, and I should have said something right when it happened. You should have. You should have opened your mouth right when the girl called you an op the first time instead of giggling about it and said, hold on, wait a minute, Squidward. I ain't no op, baby. You're going to have to choose another word, preferably Tisha, because that's my name. Don't call me no op. You could have got her together right out the gate, and it would have ended all of that. But I am happy that them two was able to apologize and make up, and it seemed like they ain't going to have no more issues. Destiny comes back in. I don't know where the hell she was at. And she mad because Stormi done took her seat next to Mel. This is what I'm talking about. Destiny still love that woman. And she is desperately trying some type of way to reconnect with Mel. I don't know if it's going to work, honey. I really don't. Sunni, she ends up addressing Destiny. She apologizes to her publicly at the table. Destiny over there guzzling champagne like she could care less. I think she probably want the burp in the middle of it. But I really don't blame her at this point because, again, she done showed you that she doesn't really care about the fact that y'all had something going on. She came in and took your man. It just is what it is. And if the girl ain't just gonna say, I'm sorry I came in and I took your man. It was foul of me to do. I knew better, but I did it anyway. And now here we are. Either we gonna move forward or we not. You keep on throwing all this whole speech on, I'm sorry, I never would have wanted to hurt you. Yeah, you did. You slept with the woman, man. You wanted to hurt her. How could you possibly not think it was gonna hurt her? Like, come on. That's the BS that Destiny ain't hearing. And honey, when all the ladies at the table start, okay, yes, good job, Sunni, apologize. Destiny looking at them like, I cuss all y'all out right now if y'all don't shut the hell up. Ain't nobody accepting this bitch apology. But see, you doing that same stuff you ain't like Mel do to you. That's the thing. It's kind of like a double-edged sword. You doing that same thing because you want Mel to acknowledge your pain and all of this. And I mean, y'all gonna be in the same circle, so shouldn't you be doing the same? But at the same time when I say that, it's just kind of like I feel Destiny 100%, baby. We ain't never gonna be cool because you came in and you knew what you was doing and you was foul about it. Now, Nell, our raspy voice brings up, Mel, I'm sorry. I shouldn't even said nothing about the Melometers. I shouldn't have said nothing about them, and I'm sorry about that. I don't even know where the hell that even came from, but that sparks basically the main conversation of the table. The ladies all feel like Mel should be vocal or be more vocal about the things that her fans do. And it's kind of like, should she though? Because like Nell said, if she got up there and started bashing and doing all of that, she would lose her fans. She would lose money. She would lose her income. I don't think that Mel can control what her fans do. Now, Stormi did make an interesting point and say, my mama don't like you, man. You know how my mom feel about you, and she get online and do what she do, but I always get on there publicly and tell her don't do that, and I don't agree with her about that. And it's just kind of like, I get that, but your mama still goes around and does it. Tisha, you have tried for years to tell Wanda, can't talk ass, to stop doing stuff and stop talking about people publicly. She still do it. It doesn't matter whether or not Mel makes a statement and say, can y'all as my fans stop doing it or not? They're going to do what they want to do. Look at the Beehive. Look at the Nicki Minaj fans. It does not matter what these people say. They're going to continue to do stuff, whether or not Mel make a statement or not. I don't know why they're so hung up on the fact that Mel, you need to try to control your fans, or you need to publicly make a statement and say, well, I don't agree with what my fans is doing. That's going to put her business, her money, that's going to put her livelihood in jeopardy. I would not be mad at Mel for not doing that, honestly. But I do understand that what her fans are doing are hurting the other cast members. I understand that. And it's an unfortunate situation. I don't know how that they can fix it because the fans watch the shows and they publicly see that Mel don't agree with what they be doing. So what is the difference between you watching the show and you seeing her in the past have made statements to say, no, she don't agree with them going to people's businesses and doing all that crazy stuff. No, she don't agree with that. But What's the difference between that and her just going online and putting up a public statement? It ain't no difference. It's all going to end up being these fans are going to do what the hell these fans are going to do regardless. Let me know how y'all feel about that, because that's like a big topic going on now. A lot of the fans do crazy stuff for these celebrities, and it's kind of like, should the celebrities always make these stands and say, hey, don't do this or don't do that? Or should you be Beyonce to it and just don't say nothing? I ain't never seen Beyonce make no public announcement or say